Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl, Just T. I'm back at you guys again. Check it out. I got a nice, very easy, tasty recipe for y'all. We're going to make some homemade salmon patties or salmon croquettes, whatever you want to call them, but I call them salmon patties, right? So we're going to go ahead and jump on into this video, get started. You're going to definitely need some salmon, right? So I actually bought some salmon in the can. Now the one that I have right here, it's going to be skinless and boneless. Now you can find it in the can, in the bigger cans as well, and it may have some skin and bones on it. So if you actually buy that can, then you want to make sure you take the skin off and go through with the fork and take the bones out. So I'm going to be making about 4 salmon patties. So I have 2 cans of pink salmon that I'm going to be using. So I'm using 2 of these cans. So I should get about 4 patties out of them. So let me show you guys what they look like right here. This is what it looks like. You can see that. And see, this is skinless and boneless. So there's no bone or skin. And you're going to want to drain your salmon when you open up your can. Make sure when you open it, you drain out the liquid out of it. Alright. Also going to be needing some bell peppers and onions. So I have a small, about a half of a small yellow onion. I also have about a half of a green bell pepper and 1/2 of a red bell pepper. All together going to give it some nice flavor. You're going to need 1 egg for this. Seasoning wise, I'm going to use my sassoon, and a lot of people in my comments always asking me, you know, what is sassoon? So I'm going to put it on in here right now. That's sassoon. And you want the box to look like that color up at the top. Can you guys see that? Yeah, so you want it to look like that. Alright, so that's what the sassoon looks like. You're also going to be using some seasoned oil. I'm going to use that. I don't use the Lowry seasoned salt anymore, guys. It's really salty. I'm also going to be using some adobo by Goya. I love this seasoning. Going to be using some garlic powder and some black pepper as well. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and just, also, I forgot, you're going to need some type of breading. You can either use breadcrumbs or you can use toast, anything that you want to act as a binding agent. I'm going to use some saltine crackers. That's what my mom used to use, was saltine crackers. A lot of times the older people back then used saltine crackers, and they also put a little honey in it. No, I ain't putting the honey in it because I don't want it sweet, alright? So you're going to need like a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. So what you're going to do is, you want it to break this all up in here. You want to break it all up with your fork or whatever. I'm going to be getting in there in a minute with my fingers, so make sure your hands are clean, because you don't have to get them dirty, or you can just wear some gloves, you know. But I'm old school. I don't mind getting a little dirty. So I'm going to get my crackers. I'm going to use 1 cup. So I'm just going to break these up. Because usually I would just eyeball this, but I'm really trying to measure stuff for you guys. So you get a couple of these crackers in here. You want to break them up really, really small. And I'll show you guys once I break these all up. Just want to crunch them up. I said you're going to need about 1 cup. Now, if you don't have saltine crackers, you can always use breadcrumbs. You can use a slice of bread. 1 slice of bread would be sufficient. That's all you would need too, for like about an 8-ounce can of salmon in the can. I'm trying to break these up really, really good. Just gonna get a couple more. I've been wanting some of these so bad, y'all, and I'm gonna make these. I'm gonna have, like, for side dishes, I'm gonna have some white rice and some corn. And if I do get 4 of them, I'm going to save me 2 of these so I can make for breakfast with some grits. Now, salmon patties and grits, oh my gosh. Definitely a nice breakfast. So that's what I'm aiming for, to have me some for breakfast. So hopefully out of those 2 cans, I can get me at least 4 patties out of. Let me see if you can see how you just kind of break them up. You see that? You guys can see. But you just want to crunch them up with your fingers. I'm going to do a couple more. Like I said, I'm trying to get a cup. This should do it right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack my egg. Got one egg. I'm gonna go ahead and give that like a little slight stir. So put that in here. Gonna go ahead and put my vegetables in here that I have. Those bell peppers and the onion. Just get that all in here. Now my husband's standing over here looking on the side. He don't even like salmon patties. So.
Let me know when you make something there.
So, let's see. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can still see. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour in those saltine crackers. In a minute, like I said, you're gonna get your hands dirty, cause gotta get in here and mix it up. So now with the seasonings, I'm gonna try and measure for you guys. So I'm gonna say about a half of a teaspoon of seasoned oil. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of the adobo. So I did the seasoned oil, did a half a teaspoon of seasoned oil. Now I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of adobo. Just this. Black pepper, same thing. I'm gonna do a half of a teaspoon of black pepper. Now you can, you know, eyeball your seasonings you like. You can put more or less, you know, whatever you want. It's yours. So, you know, make it how you want. I like a little spicy, which that's not gonna make it hot. I was gonna put like some cayenne or some crushed red pepper in here. That would be nice. That would be really good. And then I'm gonna go in with a teaspoon of garlic powder as well. You guys see it? Yeah. And I'm also going to go ahead and put in 1 packet of the sassoon, just this one. So I'm going to use 1 envelope of that. And I'm going to get my eye turned on. I'm going to need a little bit of oil to cook these in, not a lot. Now I'm just going to go in and mix it all up. You can do it with your hands, with some gloves, some spoon, whatever you want to do with yours. But I just go ahead and mix it on up. Just want to make sure you mix it up really, really good. I might add another egg in here. I can feel it and tell. It's still a little bit loose, so I'm gonna use another egg. So let me grab an egg. Let me rinse my hands off real quick. Okay guys, so I just grabbed another egg, so that's gonna be 2 eggs going in. Alright? I can just tell it was just a little bit too loose. A little bit. Just a little bit. So oh my gosh, but it looks so good. It does. It looks so freaking good. I've been wanting some of these for a minute now. Just gonna put it back in there with my hands. Yeah, see, I can tell it's better. So definitely 2 eggs. So it depends on how much salmon you have, and I use those 2 cans. I use 2 cans. Instead of 2 cans, and so I use 2 eggs as well. So I'll make sure I'll put that in the description box for you guys. All right. Yeah. So I'm trying to see if you guys can see, you know, the consistency, like what it looks like. It was a little bit like loose, but I can tell it's gonna form. You know, you want to make sure that you can form a patty with it. If it's too loose, it's not gonna form a patty. All right. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take some of these out. And when you're making your patties, you don't want to pat them down too much. You don't want them to be so flat. You want them to have some, you know, some thickness to them. So you just want to pat them. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Oh my gosh, that smells good. So yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish forming my patties. And I'm going to get my oil heated up on my stove. So I'm using some canola oil. You can use peanut oil, vegetable oil, whatever kind of oil you want. I wouldn't suggest olive oil, but you might can. But olive oil burns really quick, so you know. But that's how they're looking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make some more of these, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm back and I went ahead and I made my patties up and everything. And now I got my grease, my oil. It's heated up now, and I'm cooking on like a medium between medium high heat. And you want to make sure that you're being really careful with your patties, because they're really, you know, kind of sensitive. So you want to just put them in gently. You don't want them to break up on you. Just be careful when you're flipping them and everything. So I'm just gonna put those right in here. They smell so good, y'all. And you're just gonna cook these basically until they're brown on both sides. I don't want them to crack on you, because they'll crack and fall apart too, so you gotta be careful. Like this one. Okay. Buddy. Keep together. So I'm gonna just let these cook on this side, and when they brown, when I get ready to flip them over, I'll let you guys know, because you're only gonna like just, you know, keep an eye on them, look up underneath them, but you don't want to mess with them too much. You don't really want to move them around. And I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, so I'm trying to get mine flipped over. I actually broke one of them, but it's all good. You gotta definitely be careful when you're flipping these jokers over too. So, oh, they look so good though. And like I said, it does not take long for them to get done. So, yeah, one of mine broke. He broke, but it's all good. It's gonna be just the same. And I have some paper towel on the side that I'm gonna put them right on. Look at that. They look good. Let me try to bring that in for y'all. Let's zoom in. Turn my little camera thing for you guys. There we go. And it takes a couple minutes for them on each side, about 2-3 minutes, you know, on each side. And I'm just gonna drain them off on the side. I have a plate that has some paper towel on. I'm just gonna drain them off right off on there. See, I like mine like a little dark like that. That's kind of how my mama used to make them. I don't know if she used to burn them like that on purpose or not. But I'm about to take them off. Yeah. Just put them in the paper towel. This one up and show you guys. Can you see that? Look at that. Salmon patty. Yes, ma'am. And that's basically it, you guys. Salmon patties. Look at that. Quick and easy, right? Come on, y'all. Y'all can make that real quick. Real quick and real easy. So this is the one that broke on me. But come on, baby. Okay. Yeah, this one kind of broke on me, but it's all good. Because like I said, you got to be gentle when you're putting them in that oil. So Alright, so guys, I took those salmon patties out of that oil, and this is what they are looking like, and I cannot wait to eat one of them. I promise you, it smells so good, y'all. Look how easy and simple that recipe was, right? Real quick and simple, easy, tastes good. As always, guys, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you all stay forever blessed. It's just tea. I'm out.